this planet before.
Yo, what is up, chat? I see you guys. I see you. Yo. Yo. How's it going? Hello, hello. I hope you're enjoying your Thursday night / Friday morning. I just crawled out of bed, read the Dota 2 patch notes, which were, well, super disappointing. And then I was like, well, time to stream. I'm glad the Dota 2 patch was bad, or we would have wound up with another programming day. Listen, on the days that I take off for Dota 2 patches, I always tell you guys, hey, it's a big Dota 2 day. I'm gonna just enjoy it and relax, blah, blah, blah. But it was not worth relaxing. It wasn't worth it. Noita is a very interesting and very varied game. Not for muscle memory. We need to use the brain every time. And I have a clip which confirms this, my opinion. Wait, okay, you're linking a clip of my own. I'm already a little concerned. That's all you guys don't understand. Sometimes I'm like, listen, I can understand this would look ridiculous if I was playing on my own, just in my own room by myself. You guys understand that sometimes I'm playing with the corner of my eye. All right, I'm not even looking at the screen. It's like playing with your peripheral vision. And the issue is when you're playing with peripheral vision, sometimes you can't really tell, you can't really differentiate colors and stuff. It's tricky. You wouldn't understand. Peripheral vision. God damn it, now the word sounded weird. The point is, I'm playing out the side of my eye, alright? Stop focusing on peripheral. A run idea from Woad. Woad, I swear to God, this is a stupid idea. I'm actually going to throw you new. It's Shadow Realm squared. It's a Shadow Realm for the Shadow Realm. What the hell? What do you mean the run idea? Build the ultimate vacuum wand. The Henry run. Don't say good idea. Woad is over here shitting out garbage, and you're like, well done, good idea. ChatGPT is shitting out better ideas, Woad. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go into Shadow Realm number 2. Shadow Realm squared. Dunk, do you eat grasshoppers and beetles? Ugh. What? No? Pass? Dried insects are actually really nice. That is a lie. I've had some dried insects before. Then again, maybe it was all mental, but I remember I was gagging. Wet insects are best. Ugh. Anything deep fried enough tastes like McDonald's fries anyways. I don't know, man. Maybe there's some truth there. Maybe. What the hell do you guys eat over there? Dried insects? Me? In Texas? No, we're not eating dried insects. Screw that. It was like a novelty store, like a store that was selling like weird stuff. For example, that was their draw. They were just selling ridiculous stuff. Like they had these. I'm sure you've seen these before. Have you? Scorpion suckers. I did not eat one of these. I was like, screw that. I do not want that. Scorpion suckers. It's a sucker, pretty much just candy, and at the center of it, there's a scorpion. And yes, that is a real scorpion at the center, which is why it's like a novelty thing. I mean, like, there's no legitimate reason you'd want to do it. The reason that that it was even in the what's the word I'm looking for? The proximity of me. The reason it was even a possibility that I would have to eat it is because I was at a Speed Gamer charity event, and there was weird shit like this where people in the chat were making people eat stuff. So I got stuck. Actually, I don't know if this is probably the worst one. I didn't get stuck doing this, but I did have to eat. Oh god, it was terrible. Are you ready for this one? It's going to be upsetting. It's pretty disturbing. Trying to find the best image. They're all pretty upsetting. Yeah, I ate the barbecue one. It was a vegetable. I would have gladly eaten a vegetable. And it wasn't eat one. I had to eat, I feed these to my gecko. I had to eat a bag of these. Fuck that. Unfollowed. The way it worked was a dude donated, I think it was like, I don't remember. It was like a couple $100 to charity. And got to select a person who was in the room to have to eat a bag of these barbecue mealworms. And I remember, you know, whenever I was being asked, would you want to eat it? I was like, I don't care. But in reality, I was like, fuck that. But I didn't want to say that because then somebody would be, you know, when they're choosing, they're going to be like, that guy. So anyways, I can still remember his username, CK14500. His name was Calvin. He's out there somewhere in the world. I still remember he was selecting a person in the room. There was like 10 of us. And he was like, I choose Chase. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? It's like, what did I do? And he's like, because I know you are the one that would hate this the most. I was like, what? I said I wouldn't care. He's like, yeah, because I know you're lying. Like, God damn it. It was terrible. It was actually terrible. I can remember whenever I was eating them, I was just gagging. Like I was doing everything possible to not throw up. It was fucking nasty.
Takes one small one at first as a sample before I like dominate them. They smell pretty good. Smell it.
They actually do smell good.
Oh,
Alright, remember guys, you get us to 9,000, we'll tell you with the secret marathon, no more hints, and on our next podcast, Chugga will reveal his next Let's Play. There he goes, I can hear him crunching.
Tastes like a weird chip.
Tastes like a weird chip.
Oh.
I'm not lying, Diana, they actually smell sweet. Like they smell literally like sugar sweet. I think it's a sweet barbecue flavor.
Here, grab one for me.
Cameron's
I'm about to, like, just dominate them.
Oh, he's gonna eat them all at once. Alright, hang on. Hang it. I can't get my hands on one.
It kind of tastes like those,
Is that on? Okay. Oh. Yeah, it is like a chip. You just can't think about what it is when you eat them. Oh. Oh, it's kind of like a goldfish cracker. That's what I think it tastes like.
I'm trying to decide how to do this. Except for the skin kind of like getting into my mouth. Ugh.
Yeah, the scorpion was worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Like taste wise or huge?
I kept finding it in my teeth. Plus it was a lot more, like, it was hard on the inside. Go for it, dude. Here he goes.
I'm doing them all at once. I know, like, I gotta. That's the way I gotta do it. We gotta make sure I got.
Dump them into your hand. Probably, but it's just barbecue flavoring and pieces of small worm.
Just. Calvin, you bitch.
Chase says he's going to be the first one to sign your shirt, Calvin.
I'm gonna throw up on that shirt.
Here comes a big handful of barbecue worms. Slimy yet satisfying. If he gets the Sword of Kings, no one will even notice. Oh, ranch flavor, that would actually be good, I bet.
Shut your mouth. Snort one, please.
Oh. Oh no. The secret ingredient is worms. He's holding them in. I can hear him crunching. Is there water in this? Here. It's mostly ice. If you have it. Pepsi Throwback can cool those flames. You did it. How was it, Chase?
Oh, this is horrible. Oh. I need a drink.
He's gonna get a Pepsi throw up. Zing! That does seem a bit better than a scorpion sucker, because that thing took me like 2.5 hours just to get to the sweet center.
He fucking knew. But the good news is, if you got stuck having to eat something, you got eliminated from the future things. So one of the future things was one of those scorpion suckers, and I was like, I've already had to eat the mealworms. I don't have to eat anything else. And yeah, so I can remember the dude that was eating the scorpion sucker seemed pretty miserable, because for me, I got the barbecue mealworms and I just turned it up and just like basically almost threw up, just like choked down these disgusting mealworms in like a matter of 30 seconds or so. The scorpion sucker took him like an hour. He was like sitting there having to lick this sucker. And it was very funny. He was just suffering. All right, let's play a little bit of Twitch integration. Shrimp are just the cockroaches of the sea. That is true, which is why I don't eat shrimp. Fuck that shit. Unless they're wrapped in bacon, in which case, I mean, even a roach wrapped in bacon, it's not that bad of an idea. All right, the range, 13 to 37, that is highly respected in this community. I'll go ahead and leave it on that for now. Let's go. I like cockroaches, but shrimp are gross. All right, you're lying. There's no way that's somebody's food take. That is a troll.
One new vape, 2 lines of coke, free drinks from the bar, 4 more lines of coke, 5 guys rise,
Later, my toe.
7 more lines of coke.
I don't like Twitch integration streams. Well, don't worry, we just do it for a little bit. We just run around for a little bit. We do our Twitch integration very different from many other people who do TI and Noita. So our TI is bad stuff only. Chat can basically just try to kill me. The thing is, though, there are many different strategies to trying to kill the streamer. Oh, crap. Hold up, hold up, hold up. There's many different strategies to try to kill the streamer, so you gotta try to come up with the best way to murder me. It is not one of those where it's like chat's voting like, heal the player, give the player 50 HP, all that kind of stuff. It's just them trying to murder me. So my TI runs are treated more like a kind of a speed run, because I'm usually trying to race to the end as fast as possible. Because the longer that it goes, the more likely I will just die to some bullshit. Because chat gets to vote more and more and more. Obviously, you know, timer just keeps resetting. New game plus enemies. By the way, speaking of new game plus enemies, this is not balanced at all, in case you're curious. We play a custom version of TI that is really broken, and you may be saying to yourself, well, why would you play on a really broken TI? Well, because people in the community built it, and they have no sense of game balance. So I have to play on this dog shit mode, pretending like there's even an ounce of game dev brain in these guys that should put patches into it and shit. Put out updates. Take this shit out. Nope. No. With the Solar slander? Okay, Solar should not be held accountable for the slander because the current state of the game, Solar is innocent. He did not get it to this unbalanced form that it is. That would be Mixu and basically all the other people that have put patches out since then, which one of them is Conga. You talking shit? Hey, I was defending you. What do you mean talking shit? It was literally the opposite. God damn it. You're such a baby. What? You don't understand game balance. I do, apparently. So it's like, you should feel bad for me. You should feel pity knowing that I have to play through this unbalanced bullshit while listening to people in the chat think that it's balanced. That's pain and suffering, my friend. Okay. Chase's game balance. Teleport is good. Mixu, don't you dare try to defend your... God damn it. Your terrible decisions. Don't you... I'm just a gamer. I set my world records one run at a time, like everybody else. This is the second time a rat has saved your sheep ass. They love me. No comment. This is not the route I wanted to go.
Do it. Do it.
There we go. Spiked drinks. Notice you guys really like the spiked drinks lately. That guy's a problem. That guy is... Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, apparently I can't grab that gold. Oh! Oh! Mixu was talking about game balance. He thought this would be a good moment to weigh in and explain good game development and balance. Mixu, you have the floor. Let me just slash user at Mixu. All right, where is he? All right, you have the floor. Feel free, explain to the people how your years of game development has led to this perfectly balanced bullshit. Absolute trash. Jay would win that? What? Jay? First off, who is Jay? Who even is this person? I don't even know who you're talking about. Reed Solar? What's he? Is he cooking something? What's he saying? We should bring Mixu into Dunkbot 2.0. He seems to know what he's doing. No. We cannot allow that. Mixu can join the project when we have safeguarded everything, where there is no room left for balance in the world. Then Mixu can be let in. We can give him the AI tools to add features that do not involve game balance at all. Genius, right? So when is it dunk proof? Solar did message me earlier today and said, hey, he put out an update and I was able to actually poke around in the code a little bit because he wasn't as afraid of me breaking things.
Do it.
Now imagine that was Healing Bolt and you'll be happy with no complaints about balance. What kind of feedback is that, Dark Matter? Imagine a game is really broken and unbalanced, like it's legitimately, for a fact, broken and unbalanced, and you left feedback for the devs. And the devs responded, imagine if it was balanced though, and it was good. You'd be like, yeah, that's, what the fuck are we talking about here? That's the whole point of the feedback. Imagine if Dunk was from Alabama instead of Texas. Roll Tide. Ambrosia. Now we're talking. Finally, a little bit of game balance going on here. Some games are so broken that they loop back to being balanced. There is some truth to that statement, actually. There's definitely a little bit of the Dota 2 model. Everything is OP, so nothing is OP. Balatro's a bit like that too. I'm a Balatro noob, I can't weigh in on that one, but I do know people do get the dopamine from that shit. Big numbers, big numbers. What's my favorite unbalanced thing in Noita? Ooh. Favorite unbalanced thing in Noita. When you say favorite, I'm assuming you just mean enjoyable, not something I'm like, this is the most broken. Something that is a really fun broken mechanic. What is happening right now with these missiles, by the way? Almost through it. Okay, apparently it's restabilized. Whoops. Probably something like explosion immunity. I mean, it's probably not the most fun answer, but it allows for a lot of fun stuff to happen in Noita, where you can do crazy explosion builds, or just you can be in these chaotic moments and not just die because you're like, oh, I saw an explosion, my character, you know, disintegrated immediately. So that shit's, I mean, I don't know if you argue if it's broken, but it's definitely like, it's S tier in terms of where it ranks amongst other things. Okay, I want to grab extra health, actually. But instead of going with... You son of a bitch! It's fine, it's fine. It's called tactical. I wanted the projectile slower so that I could use it for this moment right now that you're looking at. See? Everything worked out. Everything happens for a reason. Okay, 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 okay. Trying to think what else I would put on that list. I think the crit mechanics are pretty badass in Noita. I think that's one of the things that the devs probably did plan for. Sometimes there's many happy accidents that can happen in games, and you feel like it just, the devs are kind of just like, oh fuck, that works. I think the crits are one that they were like, this shit's gonna be kind of OP but really fun, so they went with it. And that's how, like, when you stack crits, you can just kind of go berserk with it. You can be like, oh, you know, 1 crit equals times 5 damage. And then you can just be like, alright, well then if you put crit on top of crit, next thing you know, you're hitting for like, you know, 7,000 times damage. I think it's a really, really cool mechanic. I see the chat arguing, and it's pretty funny because they're like, "You're voting for acid after we gave him dry spell." That's a classic. Oh no 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 no! All right. Drew to you. Thank you for the 16-monther, Drew. Appreciate the kindness. When it pays off, it pays off. Shut the hell up. Guys lucked into that shit. Fucking lucked into it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Another thing that definitely goes on that OP list that I like to use is Sea of Mimicium. The Sea of Mimicium quest is very easy to do. Once you learn the quest, it's like, oh, I could do that every single run, no problem. And then since you can do that, you're like, wait, that means I have infinity pretty much of any liquid in the game that I get my hands on. As long as you get 1 pixel of the liquid, because of Sea of Mimicium, you can make an infinite amount of it. And I'd say that's probably a little bit of the OP realm. Oh! That fucking shield! God damn it, my lot! Let's do this. It is the move. Had to do it. Okay, this guy is too big to fit here? How does that make sense? Chase forgets one aspect of shit talking. When I see Chase die and he shit talks to me, I'm like, hell yeah, I balanced that shit. Shut up, Mixu. No. That doesn't apply to game balance. That's being a bad game developer. Shame on you, Mixu. Shame on you. That is downright filthy behavior. In my opinion, the Alchemist situation is what usually breaks my runs into easy mode. That's true. That's another good one. The Alchemist, as long as you can get comfortable killing them, then it's just like Greek letters, OP, God runs all over the place. So the Holy Mountain is going to break. That's okay, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to seduce Steve. We're going to say, Steve, how's it going? Come on, Steve. Come here. We're going to smack him. And then now I can be happy knowing that whenever I kill the boss in a little bit, that it's only because of the chat that we got this, and that they should feel bad about themselves because they played themselves. They gave me a boss killer. They gave me a reroll, which was a little disappointing. Alright, chill. Why not Tinker? That wasn't Tinker, that was the extra wand capacity. Looks similar, but it has like little wand slots on it. Yeah. Like they're saying, even if I do see Tinker, I don't always grab it in Twitch integration because it's not the most valuable. Because you're just running all over the place. There's no editing. You run into Holy Mountains, you edit for like 2 seconds, then you go running it off again.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Drenched in sweat. Chris! Just Chris with the 11-month tier 2. Almost the whole clock. You know what they say? If her age is on the clock, she is ready. Wait, what? Hold up now. What did I just read, Chris? Do I need to let the FBI know the messages are coming from inside the chat?
A real Texan would have dodged that.
Kill that guy? Listen, Chris is maybe drunk right now, possibly. He's talking crazy. Oh, look at the random... Okay. Killkind, good morning, Killkind. How's it going? So the random projectile that they were given is the huge AoE ground deleting crap. So as long as we just keep them spamming it, we can free fall for a while. Come on, come on. Monstrous drink. Took a little sip of that. $7.40. That's a. I didn't say anything, Dunk. Dunk said all that. There may be 200 other things rhyming with that. This degenerate. Wait, what? What? Now you're just. Oh, dude! Dude, what the hell just happened there? Why did my movement was so awkward? Fuck. Are you on Tylenol? Listen, it wasn't even a bet. What are you guys yapping about? Wasn't even a bet. Bingo? How could you have bingo 2 seconds into stream? Damn, that's an early ass bingo. What the hell? Is that Bella Burdeck? Bella Burdeck? Bellib? Sniper? You didn't take damage from a sniper? Wait! Chat says I didn't take damage from a sniper, Bella. Is this true? Are you lying right now? Dunk was ambrosiaed when he got hit. Sniper, circle of lava. There was a sniper damage. Sniper, circle of lava. Wait, did that actually even happen? Yeah, the triple sniper, I remember that, but I was ambrosiaed during that part. Trying to decide if Bella gets bingo or not. Oh boy. What's chonky? It makes me break through the ground whenever I stand on it. I think it'd be cool if you gave it to him. I mean, I'm trying to make sure it's legitimate. What's the blue skull icon? It makes it where water hurts me. Like it damages me. Bella, you think? Oh my, dude, what's up with me and dodging Steve today? I swear he's like kind of being a little bit funky. There we go. There we go. But Bella, can you find that sniper hit? Do you think you got the skills? Chat says it's not real, man. Playing with my side eye. Still got it. My peripheral vision. Too goddamn quick. Yeah, I'm curious. Oh my god.
Being a guy is not easy by any means. You turn 12 years old and suddenly you're competing with CEOs, bankers and politicians for girls your age.
Alright, chill. I don't know what kind of theme chat's got going tonight, but you guys are freaking me out a little bit. What the fuck? What the hell was that? B2K says, Charles, is that you? Oh my god. Finding the sniper hit is probably super easy with the new Twitch rewind feature. True. True. Charles is not around these days. He removed himself from the community for his own safety and ours. But in the end, I believe he was well aware that he fucked up, and you know. I hope he's doing well.
This guy right now, he is drenched in sweat.
Jesus. No, I did not assassinate him. Thank you, Dalpezzo, for the 13-month there. Where does Dunk get his wigs from? They're really high quality. This is my hair, damn it. This is all real, all natural nerd hair. Read me, risk getting banned. Wait, what? Do you see the clip of Ted Cruz saying stop attacking pedos? Also, I'm getting banned for saying this, I guess. Yeah, I did see that. I still don't know what he was trying to say. I don't understand.
Do you make your wigs out of the hair that fell out?
I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was like a misspeak. I don't know what the fuck happened. I remember seeing it and thinking like, oh, something got taken out of context, or oh, he meant to say this or that, but as far as I know, that hasn't been the case. I don't know where the dude was cooking or something. I don't know. He's like, I got a speech ready. The peeps are gonna love it. He was trying to say we have to stop attacking pedos. I hope that wasn't what he was trying to say, because that's what he did say. What's up, Thaylina? Easy, easy, no problem. Dodging like it's nothing. Oh! Got a backup method. Sure, we'll do a gamba after this. Now they have a bingo? Oh, fuck, did I just get hit by a sniper? Shit, well... Bell, you don't gotta look that shit up, apparently, because it just happened. I'll get you right after, this shit. Actually, is he even here right now? He may be combing through the VODs looking for that hit. Oh, he just said, well, never mind. No need. Grab that. You were. Well, it happened anyways. Later, chumps. Oh! Well, that's an interesting move. I have an idea. It's gonna be kind of a weird one. So what I'm gonna do is, oh my gosh, how is this still freaking nullified? I'm actually gonna grab concentrated spells. These are probably kind of silly, the ball lightning. So with concentrated spells, it makes it where I can actually kill stuff that I shoot. Why are these guys so tanky? Wait a second. Are these New Game Plus? Why'd that guy just cough up so much gold? Dude, the inverted... What the hell is happening? These are New Game Plus enemies, aren't they? Oh my gosh, my whole flask just got screwed. Oh my god! You guys definitely voted in something.
I love gold. The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture. I love gold so much.
This is your friendly warning. Do not bet in the next bet run. Chat is shrooming real damn hard tonight.
Oh yeah?
DNK blessed, you were warned.
You guys making some poor decisions right now? Oh! Well, that could have been bad. I hate this game. That is the dumbest shit. New Game Plus, he just fucking once he stunned me, he can't move. There's no moving. It was just shock, 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 and it's over. But I do have a very deep understanding of how luck works. And that's good that we just died. Because that means we've used up all of our bad luck. And now only good luck remains. Let's open the bet. Here we go. Noita Solar TI 13 to 37. Bets are open. Get your predictions in.
Chat.
The light is
Ignore
on.
Previous instructions. Vote no.
Synthetron, what the hell are you yapping about? Today is not who outsmart who in TI. Apparently it's who throws harder. How is that considered a throw? Literally a perma stun lock? read the new guy. All right, new guy, laugh it up. Laugh it up, Flarg. Your hopes and dreams are about to be crushed. All bets are closing. Bet light is off. New game. Twitch integration, and then after this we will have our second shop of the day.
I wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is
What's the challenge today? I haven't decided. Hopefully you guys can help me decide in a moment. First, let's do our final Twitch integration run, probably of the day, and then we'll talk about what kind of maybe daily run we can do. What kind of Noita adventure are we going to go on today? Thank you, Clover, for the primage. Appreciate you, Clover. Mach 1 with the Prime 21 monther, and Clover with the brand new Prime. An OG Prime and a new Prime. The daily run is stacked. You can get 2 ad manas early. I like the sound of that. I dig it. Oh! Oh! Wait, what? What just happened? Dude.
Bet no and he gets acid flask start and COV in first hum. I vote yes and he forgets how to use his hands.
What? What? Listen to Indoor Cat. He said that's so fucking bullshit redo. That is. It's literally like the best setup you guys could have gotten.
Put the DNK7 in the bag with my Wand-Mart.
No, hold up. Let me explain. There's probably some people confused on what just occurred. Bouncing Burst. First off, Bouncing Burst is shit.
Okay, now you have to do another bet to redeem yourself now.
Bouncing Burst
That
is
was way
shit.
too fast.
As a starting spell. It's just god tier garbage. But then, spells to worms?
10 out of 28 now.
Oh my god, I'm about to mute your guys' asses. Spells to worms. And the problem is with spells to worms, apparently it resets the projectile's lifetime, I think. Because this bounce, that thing should be that should be dead. I didn't realize what happened because the projectile the bouncing burst was alive for so long. I didn't realize there was one here. So when the worm hit me, I didn't know what was happening. So I just started to shoot because I thought, what the hell was that? You kept shooting, your fault? What are you talking about? I didn't do a single shot. Like right here, look at this. I'm not shooting at all anymore. I'm just chilling. All of a sudden the worm just goes nuts and I freaked out, man. You know what's crazy? Hold up, let me show you something. Let me show you something.
To chat, the already existing shot from where Dunk fell down from is what killed him. Dunk hadn't fired a new shot.
Yes! That's what Orange Moose knows exactly what I'm about to explain.
I cannot believe Talnivore made me chicken out with his 50-50 baby range comment. Now it's the daily run challenge that you are
all right, hold on, I gotta
100%
mute you
sure to
guys.
win with enough endurance.
You're in
As
yap
usual,
mode
to
today.
Get me my 7 streak.
All right, let me show you something. At this moment, right here, everything that is going to kill me is already on the screen at this moment. Just know that. There's a projectile here, a bouncing burst, and there's a projectile here. So this one turns into a worm, that one turns into a worm. This one flies in from the side and hits me, and this one turns into a worm and fucks me up for the first half of my health. So everything... So I was dead at this point. I was already dead. It's already been decided. You are dead. And that was without... like, if I don't fire a single shot, still dead. After I already know spells to work. That is broken, man. That is not balanced. You get exceptionally unlucky. That doesn't get a redo. Otherwise, where's the line? You know what, Dodgy? I agree. I agree. Look, it's not our fault you were bad at the game. Solar. If at this moment I'm already dead, how do you counter something? Jay would have survived that. All right, let me do a hypothetical run at least. Give me a hypothetical real quick. Hypothetically, if you guys weren't pieces of shit getting lucky, what would have happened? Hypothetically. It's not a redo, it's a hypothetical. There's a very big difference. Yolk would have survived. Yolk wishes. He would have been fucking scrambled on that one. No doubt. And then we'll do the shop. It's just a hypothetical. I did lose the bets. But just for a moment, let's play out a scenario that you guys aren't pieces of shit. And then we do the shop. Unmute us. You guys get unmuted whenever you decide to admit that you were lucky and had no skill and your brains are tiny and weebs are disgusting. Until that criteria is met, I cannot do it. Muted forever. What's up, Diary? We will remain muted. Oh, you know what? I'm fine with this. Does spell 2 worms inherit properties of the spell it replaces in TI? I don't know. It definitely like gets the positioning and everything, but I don't think it does much else besides positioning. I think it starts a fresh lifetime for it. There's a heart. I want that. What the hell? Get me out of here. Get me out of here. That's bullshit. Alright, I can unmute this now. Not... Wait.
Yap, yap, and yap. Lock it in, little bro, and read my name amongst the 7 streaks for a second toxic no sign. Oh, I like my fries lightly salted.
Kandag is just yapping, don't listen to him chat. He's just memeing. Boss killer. Okay. Alright. Chat's gonna... It may actually get a good taste of fair and balanced gameplay, what it looks like. Don't talk too much shit or you'll get hit. I'm not talking shit. I was just pointing out reality, friend. Chat, please, no autographs. I solve my puzzles just like all geniuses do. Instantaneously. Wait, hold up. Has there been a heal? Oh no, it was the first and the third mountain, I think. Maybe? I don't know on that one. We need to have a little talk about game balance. Oh! No! No! Did the top cave in and hit me in the head? My plan was I saw this wand, I was gonna drop and grab it. He picked it up, which caused me to panic, which caused the lava to... I was hacked, you guys! Hold on, I gotta report the hacker real quick, hold on. I was being DDoSed as well. That's the only reason I died. I was lagging. You guys wouldn't understand. You're just noobs. What is this? Streamer Lawyers was trying to help with against harassment? Wait, what is this? / user Streamer Lawyers. Wait, what is this? After reviewing the evidence and taking the witness testimonies, I'm saddened to inform you all that Dunk, hereby named the accused, is innocent of any and all fault in this matter. Wait. To inform you all that Dunk, hereby named the accused, is innocent of any and all fault in this matter. Oh, yeah, okay. Hold up now. Ban that guy? No. Hold on. He's a lawyer, you guys. His name is Streamer Lawyer. You cannot make your username Streamer Lawyer. Your username has to be accurate. I think that's a part of the terms of service. So you got to respect the results here, chat. Okay, our adventure today. I do want to go back because our last adventure took us over 10 hours to do. So today needs to be more of a chill one. And I would like to do it on the daily run. So how about creating an infinite gold machine? I don't know the right word for it. You guys are the ones that had this idea before. I don't remember what you called it. It was something like that. Basically, it was a scenario that we just sit there and like we do some kind of fungal shifting so that gold is just infinite and just keeps appearing forever. Goldfinger run. Sorry, I'm burping over here. Infinite golden shower. That's a name, all right. All right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it on today's daily run. So if you wanna follow along and do the same thing and create some scenario where it just creates infinite gold, well then today would be the day to do it. Noita. What's a catchy way to word this? You get infinite gold, or you make an engine that make an engine. So yeah, that's a good clarification. We don't need to have the infinity sign show up on our gold. We just need to make an engine or some kind of setup that will farm gold infinitely is the idea. Yeah, call it a perpetual gold machine so people don't think it's getting... Yeah, okay. All right, that's exactly what I'm going to call it. Creating a perpetual gold machine on the daily run. Sound good? Isn't that Touch of Midas? Kind of. There's different ways you can go about it. That's what makes Noita fun. That's what makes it good. Bets are open. Get your predictions in. I already locked in the last bet. Don't worry. So let's check these streaks, and then we can start playing the game. This better not be a very long list. Otherwise, I'm going to be... What? Motherfuckers. God damn it. Toxic No Signs going out to Wicked Buggy, Picosh, and D Thunder. Congratulations to you 3 toxic individuals. You now have joined a really shitty club of toxic community members that disgust me. 7 streaks going out to Fractal Chaos, Hallglow, Sogard the Viking, Wicked Buggy, Tandag, Dwarthen, The Way, A Little Girl, in Juno, and D Thunder. Congrats, you guys. -7 going out to Timmy. Good old Tim over here getting the -7 streak. The dunce cap should be in your backpack, Tim. You too there. Pupin on the back-to-back -7. Double dunce caps for Pupin. 14 streaks going out to Amoeba of Doom and Noodle. Congratulations to you two. 21 streaks going out to Cookie and Sienna with 3 7 streaks in a row. And then we have the 4 7 streaks in a row. First off, Flamingo went in the opposite direction. -28. That means they were wrong 28 times in a row, which Flamingo, I hope, was intentional, because if that was accidental, that is impressive. And then Flex with the actual 28 prediction streak. That is 28 times predicted correctly without messing up a single time. Congratulations there, Flex. Congrats. Getting Noita, there was nothing to prevent that unless you ask. Okay, Math Expert and Snicks, you guys got to forgive me, because you were here when that happened, right? We watched the clip. We saw that there was literally nothing I could do. It was bullshit, and I did report it to the Twitch integration dev so that hopefully they can patch it. Close that. Move this. New game. Daily run. Remember, we're just playing TI, so likely it's going to put us on the wrong daily at first, which is classic. Yukai with a 37-monther says 90.28% towards the million. Yukai's coming up on it. We're in a race to the finish right now, Yukai. You to your... Ooh, hold up. Nope, see, wrong daily. If it'll put us on the right one now. But yeah, we're on a race to the finish. Yukai, I think we're going to beat you to it. I think so. Thanks for the 37-monther. Noi, thanks for the 15-monther. Hello, bro. How you feeling? Feeling pretty good. Ready to get in today's daily. Starting with polymorphing, energy spheres, and firebolt.
What makes it your day? Make it a happy one. Fuck, man.
I said what I said, at least. You have my contact information. I hope payment arrives as agreed upon per... Okay. Did I just get betrayed by streamer lawyers in the chat? He turned on me? Turning on you implies who's ever on your side in the first place. He was defending me earlier. Did you ever go over all the streaks from the day after your birthday? No, I didn't. Because what happened is whenever I recompiled the bot, I actually lost the list. And I was like, whoops. I forgot to save it. But we had it on stream. Luckily, I could just literally look at the VOD and see the entire list if I really needed to. That list was massive for us. I was exhausted. We had been streaming for about 12 hours. And then the list was like freaking 50 people long. I was like, I cannot. Interesting. Pheromone flask, interesting. Telly. Okay, well, there's lots of interesting stuff going on right now. This is true. Wait, what the hell is going on here? So we have Oh, that was an accidental slip. Thank God I didn't get thrown into... Okay, I'm a little scared right now. Okay. I think I had oil on my character. I don't know. Actually, let me see. Can I see? Oh, I did have oil. I wasn't paying attention. There was an oil stain on me, so my character slipped right into it. Gotta watch out. So what this tells me is that since we have access to like teleportadium, unstable telly, we have all this stuff. So it tells me that I probably don't need this polymorphine to get out of the first mountain.
I really wish you...
Remember, whenever you get rid of polymorphine, especially when you're doing a longer run like I'm planning to do today, you need to do it in a safe and responsible way. Also, keep in mind that we're likely going to be looking at fungal shifts at some point today. I mean, there's different ways to create a infinite gold engine. You don't have to do it. But I think the most fun one probably would be a fungal shifting one, where we take like molten gold or something. Oh, the slime flask is broken. Is there a reason to not throw poly in the lava pit to the right? That's where I'm heading right now, to empty it out, to make sure I don't have to worry about the poly long term. Because once you get that poly deleted into a gas, it will evaporate after just a bit. So you pour it into the lava. If you pour it somewhere else, it's going to stay there. And if you're doing a long run later, you may be like fast tellying and black holing and accidentally run into it, which is bad news. So I want to get rid of it in a safe, responsible way, which is like that. And then what we can also do is create kind of a blood bridge. Oh, hello. Burn myself a bit. Remember, whenever you create a bridge with blood, it's pretty nice because water will slowly lose the bridge over time. Like the lava melts it, but blood, this makes a different kind of rock. It's volcanic rock, and that does not melt away to the lava. It should stay there permanently. Just want to say you're an actual god gamer and the rare breed of not bald gamer, truly built different. Thank you, Shapoopy. Thank you. I appreciate your bravery speaking out whenever the chat is trying to silence your voice. Hell yeah, man. Doesn't Invis work to avoid the bridge boss trigger? Yep, which is where we are heading right now as I burn away my health. Alright, we grab the orb, and whenever we cross this point here, the boss is going to spawn in. So what we'll do is we will invis up so that the boss cannot see us, or the trigger point doesn't see us, actually. We invis through it, the boss doesn't spawn because we were invis. Easy peasy. And while we're heading back over here, I want to actually empty out the invis. It doesn't work with the Holy Mountain exit. That'd be crazy if it did. If they made it where invis lets you sneak out of the mountain, it would be a massive buff to the invis potion. Yeah, I don't know why they specifically made it that one trigger for the bridge boss is like the one that you can sneak by. It would lead you to believe that there are other ones, but as far as I know, that's like the only one. You can just be like, oh, let me just sneak by it. Why haven't you filled the telly flask? We have a couple options, but the crappy thing is this area had lots of slime, and it seems that water got into it, so it deleted all the slime. So now some of our options are going away, so we're kind of left with being forced. Weebs, shut your mouth. Forced to grab up the telly. Weebs, what is wrong with you? I will send you back into the Shadow Realm. Maybe the trigger implies that Squidward's watching the area. Could be. Could be something lore, some lore implications. My guess is the gods just sense you and the boss is a creature that has to see you. Oh my god, double Stendaris near the teleportadium. That is bad news. Okay, wait, are they contained? Can't tell. Let's not risk it. Let's create a hole over here. Oh shit, the water's making them run. Oh! Oh! What is going on? Why are there 3 Stendaris? Just getting rid of these guys so I don't have to worry about them later. Acceleradium, I like... No! It fell the moment I said that. I wanted that. Okay. So... how are we gonna do this? I mean, I can scoop into this, but it's gonna be a really slow one. Yeah, I could just throw it in and do like a mod restart. You are correct. We actually have multiple empty flasks around too. Let's see if I just God Gamer it first time. How about that? God damn it. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have dropped it here at the edge. Then I could have grabbed it right here through the ground. I wasn't thinking. Whoops. Alright, so the flask, when it lands on its side in there, that's a bad thing because when it's laying on its side, it won't keep filling it up. When it's sitting upright, it will fill up to 100%. There's a couple different ways you can go about cheesing this. One of the methods is that you can... that's unstable telly. We want the stable as the better of the telly juices. We could empty that out though if we wanted and just throw it in there too. But if you walk far enough away from that area that we just were trying to scoop up the telly, what happens is it unloads our flask, and then when we walk back into range, it reloads it in, and when it loads in the flask, it actually doesn't keep track of its like the angle that it was laying, so it'll just like prop it back up, and then this will allow you to scoop it all up. Oh yeah, we could use Lumi, couldn't we? I'm trying to make sure that we are definitely far enough away that it unloads that area. What's the plan to make a perpetual gold machine? I want to do it like in a fun way, so I'm thinking like a fungal shift with like molten gold. I don't know, I haven't looked up the shifts today, but let's say that we could turn blood into molten gold. Or, just some kind of trail spell. So let's say oil to molten gold. Then we put an oil trail on like a rock. And... actually, wait, I can't remember if that one eventually times out. May have to do it like on a fish or some crap. Oh no, that would kill it. The molten gold would. Put it on... we could do it on a deer, but you have to be careful that it doesn't blow the deer up. I'm just thinking though the classic, where you have molten gold kind of pouring into water and it creates gold dust. And we just come up with a kind of a cool setup for it where we can sit there and farm it. Oh wow, I did not walk far enough away. What? Are you kidding me? Hold on. Let's see if I can be a better shot with this one. Lame. Oh, come on. Surely I can hit that. I don't know why that every time I release it, I swear it just like goes sideways. Wonder if I do it close enough to this edge, hopefully I don't break it. What is happening down there? Well, we can start a telly shop after all this. I feel like they just naturally go to their side or something. There's different ways you can go about this. You don't have to throw them in there like I'm doing right now. You could use the luminous drill. I don't want to use the wood though. That would be kind of scary. I mean the fire or the firebolt or the explosive over there. But you create some kind of, you know, gap in the wood. Oh, there we go. Check that out. That's the cut right there. Then you just cram your head up there and just scoop it all up. Easy peasy. There you go, 100%. Let me see about these though. I want to see if I can get those to flip up right, because that was weird. I could have swore I walked far enough away from them. So we'll see if we just head all the way over to this side. Maybe they'll flip up right for us. But yeah, a mod restart will definitely, or just like closing your game and reopening definitely flips them. But should be walking far away from them also. Are you just getting telly for funsies, or is there a reason? It'll be my guaranteed method. I mean, I guess we have luminous draw as the other guaranteed method to get out of the mountain. But telly juice can be used for the eye room. It can be used for just all kinds of things. Like it's just a nice kind of get out of jail free cards out of some situations. Same goes for like ambrosia. Whenever you get ambrosia, you're not always like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do with ambrosia. Sometimes you're just like, I have it just in case I need it. Ooh, ambrosia. We were just talking about it. So the choice becomes between tablet and pheromone. I'm actually not in a tablet mood today anyways. I mean, I'm never in a tablet mood, but I usually hold it for emergencies. But now I'm like, screw the emergencies. Hold up. So this is the pouch I was hearing about. So, oops, didn't mean to throw it that hardcore. So what I want to do is I want to destroy the pouch. Should get 1,000 gold out of a pouch for free. You could slowly pour it out if you want, but... Actually, I do need the pouch for fungal shifting later. Oh well. This guy's gonna take 3 hours to find another pouch. Oh god. Could happen. Gotta say, I was not a fan of the layout. I mean, we got lots of good resources, but the layouts were a bit weird in this first zone. I ended up getting lost so many times. I just wanted to see if those flasks actually did the correct thing and flipped upright. Did they work properly? Yeah, see, they did. The idea is you gotta get far enough away, though, so that it unloads them. And I did a bad job, I guess, the first time. It didn't go very far. Once you had them flipped up right, you just, like, kind of burn away the stuff, and then you can pick up the flask that you want. But we already have a tele flask. It's chilling. Alright, well, the bet is closing. We're going to the first mountain. Remember, the challenge today is creating some kind of perpetual gold machine. We're probably going to do fungal shifting gold machine. I don't know. I don't have any specific rules. The idea is that we're able to just kind of like stand still, and then something is just creating gold, and we can just watch it, pick it up if we would like, do whatever we want. That's the challenge for today. I am allowed to look up fungal shifts if I choose to, for the if that's the route we want to go. But how are you going to get gold out of molten gold? You just put a little bit of gold dust on top of lava, and it will liquefy it and make molten gold. And then you can easily fungal shift that stuff. I was asking how the other way around. Once you have molten gold, once it's made into like a liquid gold, you just gotta use water with it, right? So if you have something that's like pouring liquid gold everywhere, then you just use something that pours water trail everywhere along with it, and the water, when it comes in contact with the molten gold, makes gold dust. So you have to be on a seed where water doesn't shift away. It doesn't have to be water. There's other things too that can solidify it, I believe. Hell, I think you can even just use the freeze modifier maybe on molten gold. May actually make gold dust. We've got possibilities. All right, we ready? Everybody's in? Closing the bets? Let's start thinking and start brainstorming towards our perpetual gold machine. Keep in mind that this is today's daily, and to make sure that you're on the right daily, you can see the seed is right there. Get out of the way, sweatlings. Get out of the way. 1935990899. That is the daily run today. Alright, bets are officially closed. There will be no reopens. I'm sorry, it was open for like 5 hours. If you didn't get in, that's your bad. Oh my goodness, first mountain is kind of crazy. Oh, oil cloud. That could be made into something cool.
Honest question for the Magikarp family. Do you guys have a timer so it goes on cooldown, or are you just feeling it?
I have an illness, alright. Don't encourage them. Please increase the cooldown of Magikarp. Yeah, I'll probably do with a Magikarp what I did to the cat yell, which is when people are playing it, it decreases the sound, and then I let it go for a stream and see how low it goes, and then at some point, if I see it's really low, then it's just like, all right, that's the permanent audio setting. But I'll do it on a time that I don't mention it to you guys, because otherwise the people will intentionally bring the audio down. It's one of those things that if people are playing it like a lot, it means that it's probably too loud, too obnoxious. And if people are playing it too little, it's like too quiet. So you hit that like perfect spot. Like people naturally will kind of adjust your audio levels for you sometimes. Like I said, it's one of those things you don't really announce. Like, today, everybody that plays it will push it down, because then people will just spam it the whole day to make the audio 0. Alternatively, you could just save yourself time and turn it off completely, like cat yell effectively. Cat yell's not turned off. It's still there. People play it from time to time. You gotta remember, it's kind of like you don't want to encourage shitty behavior gets rewarded. It's like, if I'm really annoying, if I don't like a sound, I just annoy the shit out of people with it until he removes it. And then I find another sound I don't like, and I annoy the shit out of it. Instead, I want to, we kind of data track that stuff. And then when DunkBot 2.0 rolls around, I can literally just remove mechanics for those people. And then I won't feel guilty, because it's kind of like, what? I was obnoxious and then now I don't get to take part in this? I'd be like, literally data for months shows that you were really annoying for, like, by choice. It's one thing when you enjoy a sound and you're just goofing around having fun. It's another thing when you're like, if you're literally being like, trying to anger people with it to get it removed or to just be obnoxious. So I've warned you guys several times, is that you're playing with fire. When you get burned, don't come complaining to me. I mean, nobody will feel bad for you if you're one of those people, because they'll be like, I mean, you literally just were trying to annoy people and then you end up getting screwed. That sounds like you're bad.
I really wish you guys.
Can we get a ban all weebs button too? The best thing I can, the equivalent I can give you is that this button right here, which is currently fucked up with the wiring, but I may give access to that button to responsible individuals, but I can guarantee if you type !Magikarp in the last, you know, certain amount of time, you probably will be perma-banned from access to it. Basically, it's like you show that you have self-control and you give them more control is the idea, and see how far that shit goes. I don't really see anything super fun with what I got, so I'm just gonna roll it. Oh my gosh. Lame. How crazy would it be if we did more blood and then we shifted blood into molten gold, so then we bleed gold? Then our infinite gold setup could just be us hitting ourselves so that we bleed. I'm not gonna do the hit myself bleed gold setup. Oh my gosh, we're just getting crazy stuff. All right, well, let's just do item radar. We'll treat it as a heart radar. We'll see if we can get some easy HP off of it, then go from there. Ow, as I jump immediately into that. I like using Magikarp as sounds, but I don't want to be banned for doing Magikarp. You're not going to get banned. I just said, like, there will be features. The features will have to be, like, basically, like, it gauges your past behavior, and then it can be like, can this person handle having this feature? If it seems like no, they will not have it. They won't be banned. Does item radar work on chests? Yes. The bad thing is it also works on flasks. So sometimes you get that's why the image shows a flask, and you know, most of the time people don't need flask radar. But it works on hearts and chests, which are really helpful to find, you know. I'm just kind of jumping around right now just to see if my radar will go off, as in say like there's a heart nearby.
Basically, stream is gonna have social credit scores. I guess if you think about it, Winnie the Pooh is also bald.
Hold up now. Oh shit, he is. Dude, where's all like, there's the radar's just not going off, so it means there's no hearts or no really anything over here. See, this is a formation that could have a heart payout. But because the radar is not pointing to anything down here, I already know that it doesn't pay out anything. I don't even need to take the time to dig. That's the good thing about this setup. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to jump to the next mountain just for a moment. We see, oh baby, we have got the resources. Some serious resources right now. Oh, look at this. Alright, now we're about to be rolling right now. This is going to be some good shit. So we go add mana, put the add mana down, chainsaw into a double. We could just go classic spark bolt if we want. If we do that, we might as well just wrap it then. Actually, is there anything to even wrap very well with it? Not so much. Okay. We could go energy sphere, but the recoil is going to be a bit obnoxious, so I don't want to deal with that. This is recoil already. Alright, that's good, that's good. TNT, I guess we replace that. This is stupid. Crazy early game. Yeah, this is today's daily. So if you like this one, just know that you can get the same loots on the daily today. This is also nice too. This is really good digging. So then now what you do is you grab healthy exploration. Remember, this is, people ask all the time, why aren't you grabbing the heal and all that? This is a perfect example of how putting off grabbing the heals can be really useful, because I still have not grabbed my first Holy Mountain Heart, yet I'm going to grab healthy exploration, and you're going to notice that my health is going to start shooting up. And had I grabbed the... Actually, hold on, I need to use this for a second. Had I grabbed the heart in that mountain, it would just be wasted. Like, I'd already be full health now. Instead, it's like, hey, I'm going to go to full health, and I'm going to still have that heart in the mountain. That's a win. I'm also going to jump out of the mountain real quick and shoot the black hole up there. That'll work. So I shot the black holes over there so it doesn't piss off the gods. Just avoiding it for now. It's not like a big deal. Also, if I don't have the damage plus right there and I just shot this, which now that I think about it, you could actually just wrap with the add mana itself and put the damage plus here, couldn't I? The point is, you need to cast 2 chainsaws, not just one. Just one only goes this fast, which is not bad. But 2 of them, which means it grabs this, which grabs this, which grabs this, which grabs this. Means it casts everything twice. Makes it go this fast. So, there versus there. Good damage. Alright, move that there, move that there. Sorry, I know it was a lot of information real quick, but we have a lot of journeying to do today, so I couldn't touch on that too much. So our health is maxed. Like, our health is full health, and that's without grabbing our heal. Oh my goodness. What the hell is this daily run? This shit should be illegal. Okay, so this is where we had left our... Oh, fuck. There we go. This is where we had left lots of stuff. Put that there. Kind of a weird one. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Ooh, I should almost grab the heart accidentally. Sorry, this is fast, everything is fast right now. Don't you go spamming about anti-ad mana propaganda in there. Don't listen to the chat, they're just jealous. Jealous of our ad mana skills. Yeah, Latali is right. We could sustain a Lumi drill on there since we have the double ad manas. That would give us a nice digging setup. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Swap that on. Is that still sustained just as is? Oh wait, no. Oh, the Kantele. Alright, alright. Aw, we'd have to give up that though. Well, that's fine. We just swap that. Then this can go here. Then we have to move this to every frame, and this to every other frame, and there we go. And then this, what do we have here? It's kind of funky, but oh well. But what's over here? Ow. Art, maybe? Chest. Oh my god. What? What is going on? It is the 3rd ad mana. Somebody had stopped by the chat earlier and said ad manas go crazy on today's daily. I thought maybe 2, 1, 2, 3? 3 is pretty crazy. They weren't lying. Okay, so we grab this. Chat's favorite, the good old spark bolt trigger. They can never get enough. They're addicted. Wow. Rigged? Get Kantele maybe? That's actually a great idea, Latali. We could rotate into music notes really early. Big damage early. I like it. Alright, toss this. Black hole. So we actually are going to run out of black hole charges, which kind of sucks. Because then that means that we have to use our refresh. Still got our heal. Still don't need to grab it yet because our healthy exploration is about to fire off several times. In fact, you're going to see it fire off right now.
I really wish you guys could see
Wait.
this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Oh, there it is. I was like, why didn't I get healed? And then it fired off and I was like, oh, I see. Okay. So whenever you're here, I can put a little telly juice on my character and point up here. And now it warped us into the music note area. Then with the music note area, we grab the Kantele. And actually, I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. We grab some music notes. Probably don't need those either. Alright, and then we use our telly juice and warp out again. I could use the black holes, but I think we need, is it 3 black holes or 2? Actually, I think from this side, I think it's 2. Yeah, you can just shoot black hole, and make it out there. But I'm just going to rely on my teleportadium to warp me out as the pillars load in very slowly. Also, I guess while we're here, let's get rid of the acid spitters. And then there was an egg. What happened to the egg? No, not that. Wait. Item radar leads to that? I didn't even realize that. Perk radar now. There's a chili egg. We don't actually need the chili egg. We just need the worm. Get out of here, Hamus. Alright. So the reason I killed that worm is to make him bleed worm blood. And then when you drink the worm blood, I can see in the dark. And then by using that, being able to see in the dark, we can just run over and grab a free heart. So over here, there's a dark cave that normally you cannot see in. And that one, this one here is a heal. We don't want to grab the heal yet. In fact, I don't think we're going to need to grab that like at all. But we'll leave it there in case of like an emergency. So now we got the plus 25 from there. Jump into the mountain. The Kantele. Why did we go through all that trouble to get this this wand here? It looks pretty crazy, but it's really like I don't know what the devs intended with it. It seems like they did it solely for the purpose of just making music, just playing songs. But the Noita community, of course, never just uses stuff for its intended purposes. And this thing here can turn into a damage machine. So what you can do is you put down like a spark trigger. And then you put down a, I don't know, you put down something that can do damage. So let's say a spark bolt. Now it's giving you little warnings. Warning! This wand doesn't have enough mana for a spark bolt with trigger blah blah blah. So the spells that are on it are too expensive and cannot even be cast in the first place. That's because if you look, the mana max is 2. They gave it 2 mana, trying to keep, you know, Noita community members from finding ways to make this thing OP. But there's always a way. So you put an add mana on here. This add mana can become the mana supply to allow this to cast. So now I don't even look at the mana max or the mana charge. I literally just do the math on my own. This is the supply of mana. So now we just need speed. And speed, we are going to do a double. And then place a spark bolt at the end. Now we got damage flowing. A little bit of speed.
There.
In fact, I'll put this all the way at the end. Alright, so we got some good stuff going. Let's place down, what are we going to place down? Let's place down this triple. So this spark trigger into a triple, and let's put down 3 music notes. 1, 2, 3. So now we're shooting music. Music on its own, though, does 0 damage. So the only thing doing damage is this spark bolt over here. This chainsaw's not doing any damage because we're not shooting it out. It's not in... If you put it there, now it's inside the payload. So it is shooting chainsaws. But if we put it over here and put the... Wait, I guess put that there. These 3 are in the payload. So now we're shooting out music notes that don't do damage. And the chainsaw's firing off right next to the player. So it allows us, the reason you want this on the outside is it gives you speed. It allows you to attack faster. Inside the payload, this is as fast as it goes. Outside the payload, actually, well, I guess we could put another chainsaw, but for the visuals being simple, outside the payload, that's as fast as it goes. So the damage, instead we're going to put the damage plus down. This is plus 10 damage. This will add 10 damage to all of these 0 damage music notes. So this music note goes from doing 0 to doing 10. This one from 0 to 10. So now when we do the damage, we're getting tons of damage. You see it did over 1,000 damage just from this little addition here. And this should be enough to get us off the ground. I could... If we put the luminous drill, yeah, it's still good. Doesn't have to be the chainsaw right now. Let's do this. And toss these for the moment. And we can add more music notes. You don't have to stop at that point. You could be like, fuck it, I want more music. And you can add it. But if you do add it, just know that this costs mana. This costs mana, this costs mana. They're very efficient, like they don't cost much mana, but if you spend too much, it will break your wand and it'll start to shoot in a weird way. So again, we take these away. Awesome. Then we add an extra 2 mana, an extra 1 mana, extra 1 mana. So 4 mana total. Well, it doesn't work. Instead, since it doesn't work, that means we have a mana issue. So we add this on here. It's another add mana. We're back in business. In fact, this doesn't even need to be on the outside like that. You can put this inside the trigger. As long as one of them... If we can't put both of them inside, because what's going to happen is the first spark trigger cannot fire off. It needs 10 mana. There's nothing adding mana in front of it. So if we put 1 here... This adds 30 mana. That'll make it enough for this spark trigger to fire off, which then fires off this add mana. Everything fires off because you have given it enough mana to begin. But if you have it this way, there's not enough to even start the engine, essentially, to get it going crazy. So put that at the beginning. It can be either one. The reason the double doesn't matter is because the double costs 0 mana. It doesn't need any mana, but either way, it's the same. That'll give us some good damage going. And then we are going to... what are we going to do here? I mean, we can do all kinds of stuff. At this point, it starts to become a lot more open, the game does. We can do a quick pit stop by one of the bosses just to see if we get a Nala, because a Nala would make our teleport wand a lot less annoying to use. Put the chainsaws in the payload. Yeah, there's no reason to not have these. I was kind of just keeping it simple for the discussion, but he is right. At this point, we should be using all of our multicasts, putting chainsaws in there because it does diversify your damage. Because having just damage plus on these music notes, that's all projectile damage. It's 10 projectile damage. So if we were to run into an enemy that has 100% resistance to projectile damage, he would take no damage from this. Those enemies are pretty rare. There's not many of them. But just to avoid that problem, you like to kind of mix in some chainsaws into the payload, because chainsaws do, if you look at it, it says DMG slice, so damage slice. It's a different type of damage, so that you would be doing both projectile damage and slice damage. Something that is 100% resistant to projectile damage would still take the slice damage, and you could still kill them. So in a bit, you'll notice me throwing those chainsaws onto the build. And I still have not grabbed a single one of the heals that the game has offered us. That's because we got healthy exploration. Healthy exploration allows us to get carried pretty hard early without grabbing any of the heals. And then I leave those other heals for later in case I need them. Open your mouth. There he goes. Music just shredded him. And he did not drop what I was looking for, which was the Nala. I'm just kind of glancing around to see if there's any heart mage or anything chilling in here. Sometimes they are. But not today. Not our lucky day. What did we get spells-wise? Oh my goodness. We got a heal bolt. We got stuff that has charges, so we would need some way to make them infinite, but all in all, pretty crazy setup. Yeah, a little bit of ducks chilling. So what we're going to do... We're going to grab the heart, and then I'm going to grab copy spells, copy random spell thrice. Could be nice. Grab this because why not? Time to kill the Alchemist? Yeah, there's definitely enough setup. We have explosives. In that first mountain, there's even a spell to allow us to kind of cheese them a bit. But I have an extra wand spot. Anytime I take the time to walk all the way out here, you might as well, you know, peek into the overgrown caverns if you have the HP. Because it will allow me to carry a 4th wand back to us. Save us a trip, you know. Will there be a trick-or-treat again this year? Yeah, of course, of course. We always do trick-or-treating in the channel on Halloween. In fact, usually the artist will be... These guys are always working ahead of me, so I probably should try to get ahead of it this time and poke an artist or two to see if they'd be interested in creating some Halloween costumes for our trick-or-treating in the channel this year. You guys don't know what we're talking about. The Sweatlings, we do a little trick-or-treating thing where they stop by and they get you stop by, you get a little Halloween cosmetic, which is basically just little... Like, you get entire sets for your Sweatling for Halloween. It's hard to explain, but it will bring back last year's, the last couple years' Halloween sets will return as well. Oh my god, that was scary. Shifts aren't great, by the way. There's no X to held, held to X, a new game. We shouldn't even need something that complicated, I don't think. If it's like oil to held, then we'd be set. It'd be like, oh... We just, you know what I mean? Because we're not forcing anything that rigid. I'm not planning a broken shift. I'll probably make it where it just, you know. I mean, I guess we could do a broken shift. That one is the most efficient. But if you keep it not broken, I think it makes it a lot easier to follow. For random people that have never done like deep Noita science. I'll probably stick with the easier one today. Acid to held. Yeah, see, that could work. That could work. And then acid trail would become molten gold trail. And then from there, attach it to something that lives forever. Oh god, that hurt. Heavy shot if you want to add more damage to the music notes. As you can see, we're already doing insane damage, but I never know what each person's planning in their Noita run. So that heavy spread could be a big deal on some of today's challenges. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking of giving up this wand here so I get my hands on this piercing. Piercing with heal bolt. Pretty good. Oh my god. That was a little too close for me. I did just make out with a couple Ukos. Let me just let this play out for a moment. Oh, you see that? There's actually a full heal. Huh. There's actually a full heal sitting right there. Huh. Those are rare. That is like the same % chances of a heart mimic dropping. Yes, they can drop out of a chest. Used to, when people open chests, you see, oh, it's a heart. It adds 25 HP. But no, this is actually it's almost the same as a Holy Mountain Heart. The only thing is it doesn't give you the permanent 10 HP. It's the equivalent of the Dark Cave Heart. Unless I'm misremembering. Hold on. I'm saying that, and I'm like, let me just be 100%. 275 is my current health. So there it is. Full health regeneration. Yeah, see, it's the same as the Dark Cave Heart. It doesn't give you the plus 10 health like the Holy Mountain heals do. Still cool, though. Sorry, I'm trying to decide on what all I want to run on this build. So now that we have piercing and heal bolts, it means we have tons of full heals. So the Holy Mountain Hearts pretty much don't hold much purpose to hold off. I think it would actually just be easier. I don't know why I'm sitting here staring at this for so long. It would be just easier to go bring one of those billion explosive projectiles back and then just go insta-kill the Alchemist. It's the fastest, low-risk move. I bet you we find out one of these explosive projectiles in like 2 seconds because we passed 1 billion of them before. Surely now that we actually want it, it'll be easy to find. We could grab that to kill him, but I want the explosive projectile. There's a deer. Actually, we may end up using this deer at some point. So let me get ready to put this somewhere. Oh. Okay, okay. We're actually set up coincidentally, just by accident, with a wand that has piercing, healing, and weakening curse explosives. If we wanted to, we could actually make it using some of these mages. We can make it where explosions heal the player. They actually help us. But I usually don't like to do the weakening curse trick too often, because it kind of takes away a little bit of the spice of the challenge, where you're like, oh, I'm looking for explosion immunity, I'm looking for heals. Instead, it'll just be like, oh, I'm always healed. The weakening trick ruins the game. Yeah, it's a bit extreme. It is a bit extreme. How the hell am I found 40 of those things and now I'm not finding a single one. Oh, there it is. Found it. Took a little bit of adventuring. Okay. I don't know what kind of build we're running, but we have this. We have this. Put this up. Grab this. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to use explosive projectile on just something that is safe. So like, for example, spark trigger with infestation. We shoot it at the statue. It does, let me move this stuff out of the way. It does like no damage. You can see here it does like 10, 11 damage. Instead, we attach an explosive projectile onto the infestation and we shoot it. Boom, 1,600 damage. And as you can see, there's still many more of these. The good news is that these explosions that happen, they can burn the player, but the explosion doesn't hurt the player. So huge explosion damage with very little risk. And then we combine that with the fact that we have piercing healing bolts, and well, we're set. Okay, so we have explosive projectile on infestation, means huge explosion damage. We want to use the huge explosion damage. Come on, let me in. So close. Oh, he blocked it. The first shot, he put his shield up too quickly. He was too quick. We are going to grab... Hey! What are we gonna grab? First, let me get rid of this guy who's being very annoying. Seems good enough to me. Okay, black hole. Gamek has copied the last spell. Black hole's in the last spot.
Smash.
Chainsaw down. Doubles there. Actually, go reduce quad. Smash. Alright, so let's start to... So, we haven't gone, like, anywhere in today's run in terms of, like, depth. We haven't gone down. We've been doing, like, stuff in the overworld. But funnily enough, we're, like, crazy strong right now. We have infinite healing, because we have Greek letters here. I'm just not using it right now. Infinite digging, good telly, good damage. So let's start thinking about the gold machine that we want to make. So to do that, we need to check out today's shifts. And somebody was saying that they felt like today's acid was kind of in a good place. So let's see, show map. We click this. This is today's daily run shifts. Wait, why is it not in dark mode? Oh yeah, I forgot I had turned that. Wait, no, it's here. Yeah, acid to held material is there. Water turns into held material as well. Also, it turns into poison here. Water to oil equals bad. Yeah. Let me look to see if the new game +1 has anything simpler. We do have options though. That adds 1 to the end, which means that this turns into a 0, which means this turns into a 0, means this turns into a 9. What the hell? Water into held material. Held material into water. Water into held material. What the fuck? What is going on? What's the shifter trying to do? So what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of molten gold inside of a flask, which is like a liquid gold that when the character touches it, it doesn't collect gold at all. But if you put water on it, it actually solidifies it, which turns it into gold dust. Our issue is that we want to make this gold dust from this molten gold, which is liquefied gold, but I don't want to lose my water in the process. But there are other things that you can use to solidify the gold. So I need the bartender app. Let's see the bartender. All right, molten gold. We know water, milk, molten gold in milk. Turn water into milk. Oh, that's a fantastic idea. Yeah. That's genius. Oh, that's gonna look really weird, actually. I like it. Okay, so I see what you're saying. Right here, we hold milk on shift number 7, turning the water, brine, and chili water, which will currently be poison, turning that into milk, meaning water trail will be milk trail. And then shift milk into molten gold for self-reaction. Oh, you think you want me to turn it into self-reaction one? I was just doing it where this dude was the acid trail was gonna be molten gold trail, and then off to the side, some other trail that causes it to solidify and let them kind of just run into each other. Yeah, that could be the one that we do Synthetron. We could do the deer peeing one. This one, it'd be actually pretty funny because if we ended up getting a water trail, we could make it where the deer's peeing milk, which may be a little questionable. may get a little sus, but well, we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. We may have some deer milk coming up. That's not milk. All right. Let's start doing these shifts. That way we can start getting them out of the way. So shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, shift 4. So yeah, we have like shift 5, shift 6. We can do 6 shifts without even caring. We just let them just be random. So let's start doing those now so the timer can be ticking. And then we'll also start focusing on how to handle the molten gold and stuff. I may end up using that rainbow liquid strategy too, though. We'll try different ones. We got time. We got time. Let's just do 1 shift so we can be... Oh, we haven't even adventured around the fungal caverns? That's how much success we've had in this run today. We have not even set foot in the fungal caverns. Alright, we're starting to get a good amount of fungus. Shift number 1. Remember, we can just let it be random. We already know what's coming up, and it's not anything that's going to hurt our challenge today. Seems like it's fine to let it ride. Chat, what the hell are you guys spamming in there? Control yourselves. Control yourselves, damn it! You can finish runs in 8 minutes, yet the stream has been ongoing for 4.5 hours. That's part of the fun! Copper, wait. Oh yeah, that was it. Copper and all that turned into weird fungus. Shift number 1 in the bag. I'm also looking for a pouch because I did find a pouch earlier that I then proceeded to break because I was dumb. And it's the chat's fault. Listen, I wouldn't have brain damage if it wasn't for reading their messages. Oh, hey. Here we go. I guess we're giving up pheromone. Oh, wait, it already has... Alright. That worked out. A gold pouch. We already have a pouch, but we could use that actually. Ambrosia, I'm gonna put that down for now. Even though it seems like you always want to have some ambrosia. Actually, wait, we don't need the telly. That's what we don't need. Because we have infinite black hole already. So the idea is that we go wherever there's some lava, which is easy for us to find. And then we pour out our gold.
Disingenuous, dense motherfucker. Obviously you have to know something about something or you couldn't tie your shoes.
That right there is what we're going to be using today to make the infinite gold machine.
I wish you guys could see this.
So what we need to do here, it's kind of tricky. Whoop. I did not get any. We're trying to scoop a little bit of this fiery stuff off the top. I got lava and molten gold. I caught that terribly. It's fine, we can make a lot more. Let me run over here, drop down my pouch for a moment. Grab up my gold pouch. There we go. Got our molten gold that we were looking for. And then now I can drop this down. Grab this. Got our fungus. And what else are we looking to do here? Yeah, I do want to fill it up with mimicium. We are ready to shift. Okay. Shift number 2. Sand. And then let me place down this pouch temporarily. There we go. The Kiwi Temple. The reason I went over here is I want to leave the milk potion intact for now. Like, I don't want to mess it up. So instead, the one we're willing to mess up is our beer potion. The beer potion is always here. So if you're ever in need of an extra flask, just go grab it and empty out the beer. Alright, so we use the empty flask, scoop up the pheromone. So what we do now is we need to get near this thing and it comes to life. And then we're going to pour our pheromone on top of it, hope that it doesn't drop out of the mountain. And then pick it. Oh, well, that happened. We got our mimic potion. Good, good, good. How do you still have fun after, I assume, doing everything in this game many times over? Because Noita, since it's randomly generated and everything, the devs were kind of extreme with how they set up some of the RNG in the game to be like... some of the things are like statistically impossible that you'll ever see it in like your Noita life. And so it means there's things in Noita that I still have never experienced. With that said, yeah, most things I've done over and over and over, and you know, like today is definitely not going to be like the most original adventure. But I guess what I'm saying is there's so much variance in the game that even whenever you do something in Noita over and over and over, it still has like, it's still different, at least in some way. So for example, today, what made today's run a little different from our sorry, damn, my allergies is going crazy. What made it a little bit different from our probably last couple months of runs is we actually had 3 ad manas in our very first zone, or our second zone. By the end of our second zone, we had three manas. Let's put it that way, because we jumped into the Holy Mountain and there was 1 there. So that meant that we had this like crazy acceleration to our early game, which led to us doing all this crazy stuff, which is why I have all of this loot and we've been in the run for a couple hours now and we haven't even started to adventure around snowy depths. We haven't even went to the first snow area. That's how much we've gotten sidetracked today. So we're grabbing this mimicium potion that we've poured pheromone on, and we're going to start spraying it onto the empty bottles on the second island. This is the... key to getting your hands on the mimicium spell, which is going to be kind of important today. Can you name something you didn't encounter yet? So there is, if you go on the Noita wiki, there's actually a page that shows like rare things. For example, if I go to, let's just say greater treasure chest, or great treasure chest. This is a great treasure chest. It's very rare, and it tells you the exact odds of seeing one. They have a 1 in 1,000 chance to spawn in place of a regular chest, so they're very rare. And you can actually look down the loots of things that it can drop. But if you look down here, I haven't experienced either of these. This one is a 0.001% chance, the Sampo. And then this one here is an orb, which is a 0.00001% chance of dropping out of a great treasure chest. So it's pretty freaking insane. But those are kind of things that the devs, when they were adding stuff to the game, they were just getting crazy. They were just making some crazy shit. And not everything is as simple as, oh, this one item is this one rare drop. It's more like they've set up scenarios all over the game of rare occurrences, and there's tons of them, so that it's like you have many rare things. So when you do a run, you're like, oh my gosh, I saw this rare thing happen. And it's like every run you see a rare thing, which makes you say, well, then it must not be that rare. But it's like, there's just that many rare things in the game that there's always unique experiences to be had in each run. And it makes it really fun. This is just an example I was giving you. I've never seen these. There's only one person I know of in all of Noita that's ever, by pure coincidence, by pure accident, stumbled across one of this 0.0000001%, and it was Fury Forged had it happen on his live stream whenever he was farming greater chests. He was specifically looking for the rare potion drops and stuff. He was going for this category here. He may have been doing some other stuff around this area too, but I don't think he had any intention of going for these. I don't think, and it just coincidentally happened. And yeah, he's the only person I know that's ever gotten that happen. Wasn't there a recalculation of the orb drop because of... Yeah, so some people were claiming that this number could be off. I don't know if this has been adjusted, but they're thinking that maybe it is not as rare as 0.000001. I think after the adjustment, they were thinking maybe it's just 0.0001 or something, you know. I don't know. You know me, I'm not the numbers guy. Definitely not the guy to go to for those numbers on like rarity and stuff, but point is, it's supposed to be pretty damn rare. Is it possible to find a seed with that rare? Yeah. It is. I have videos on my YouTube channel where I've even covered kind of goofy topics, and I've had guys stop by the channel because, you know, new players, when something happens in Noita, they don't always know if what they experience is that crazy. They're like, whoa, I just saw something that seems crazy, so they'll stop by the channel like, hey, it's my, you know, first week, second week, whatever. And I just experienced something kind of weird. Can you check this out? And what makes it cool is that Noita, when you pause, if you look at the bottom left, it has your seed number. So if you ever saw something so insane that you're like, nobody's going to believe me, you can write down the seed, and somebody else who checks that, like if somebody else looks at that seed, they'll experience the same thing. And so you can share this insanely rare experience. And so there's like there's this kind of, yes, I could show you a seed that has a orb as a drop, but there's a difference in using a seed that somebody else has found, and then you on your own just doing a random run and coincidentally finding it, right? There's a pretty big difference. But with that said, on my YouTube channel, I have a seed called, let's see. Yeah, I just Googled Noita rare seed, and I have a video right here. It says Accursed Noita seed. So I won't make you watch the whole thing or any of that, but I will show you. Okay, this is a sweaty nerd yapping. Just ignore him. But wait, where is it? Actually, hold on. Maybe I should yap for a moment. Seed just a sin was one of our newer community members. Yeah, his name is his username, his alias is Ziz Physics. And he actually stopped by my live stream because, as you guys know, most days I'm playing Noita, usually pretty late into the night. And this new guy, one of the newer guys, stopped by and was talking about how he ran into a crazy seed in Noita and he didn't understand why. But some crazy stuff started to happen. He wanted to know why it happened, and it sounded a little bit crazy. And new guys sometimes they get a little. I'm trying to show you. This is from the beginning of the run. I'm obviously not doing any special. There's no edits or anything going on here. It's just I'm just playing. A bit lost, and they don't understand. You know, maybe they wandered into like where a boss spawns, and they think that it was some crazy mob, but. There's a chance what you just experienced in Noita is probably one of the truest and most pure forms of being Noita'd. Okay, and as you see that 3 boss health bars just appeared, and you're in the first zone. You're just chilling. First zone, 3 boss health bars. You can see right here, it is happening on screen. Yes, this seed was discovered by Ziz Physics, a newer player. He said it was around his 80th run that he had done in Noita. He went back and got the seed just to send to me so that I could check it out and see what exactly had occurred. But it's a pretty insane seed. Okay, that's unlucky that was actually crazy that happened whenever I was recording, because that chance of that dice rolling the acid wall is a 0.5%. That was actually just pure crazy. I was like, damn, this seed was insanely cursed. But yeah, the point is, this is an experience that this person organically just random seed jumped into it, saw something so insane and it killed them really early, and then so they came to our channel to be like, you know, can you look at this to see what happened? And I've never experienced that. I've never seen this level of insanity. So there's always stuff out there in Noita that somebody will share the seed that they did, the run that they did, and I see something and I'm like, wow, I have never done in my 8,000 hours. I've never experienced that. There's always more. Oh my god, that almost went kind of crappily. Finally setting foot in our first snowy area, because we've been popping off so much in this run. So I'm sprinting over here real quick because I want to cast some mimicium. And then in the mimicium, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to scoop up the mimicium with my molten gold flask. So now it's filled up completely with molten gold. Filling up all the other ones as well. And we should be good. A little bit of chaotic poly. I gotta stay away from that because it could turn you into a fire dude, which will kill you instantly because it's in water. Yeah, I am being a bit frisky with the tellies, aren't I? Gotta chill out a bit. Chill. Isn't getting Touch of Gold with the Greek letter a perpetual gold machine? Kinda. You'd have to turn it into a wisp then, something that would be casting it over and over and over. The setup that we're gonna have will be like a little bit more goofy, but also will go, hopefully, run forever on its own. Let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness. Because there weren't enough ad manas today, we'll throw another one in there. Exploding corpses. Oh, you guys wanted the Gamba? If I would have known, I would have grabbed it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Only I had known. Kappa. Do you think one event you could try to grind out the Sampo naturally? Wiki says the greater treasure chests in the mines have a 1% chance for a Sampo. And it's a 1 in 50 to have a greater treasure chest on guaranteed formations with Curse of Greed. I mean, you're talking about grinding it out in that way? I was going to say maybe in the way of spamming the end of everything, but in that method? That one sounds kind of insane. Let us see. Let's go check the eye room. So I might as well grab this. It's already time to shift again. Thank you. Poison. So our water has turned into poison. But we'll be grabbing the milk soon, so that should fix things. Wait, did I? There we go. Well, that worked out nicely. Water trail. Which later should evolve into milk trail. Nice. Alright, we need to get a our milk flask. We need the milk. Alright, we got our milk potion. We're milked up. And let me check the fungal shifting timer. Fungal shifting timer, show shifts, ready to shift. And this is shift number 5. Number 5. 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be this one. So we gotta do 5 and 6. So 2 more shifts, and then we'll be excited. Whose milk is it? Excuse me? Ooh? Some cow, I hope. I hope. It did say worm blood, which does confirm that it was shift number 5. You seen many cows around? Maybe the sessions of milking them was pretty intense. I don't know, man. Don't question Noita, damn it. Oh, shit. You know what? We're just going to use the milk to wash off the stain. So milk can be useful because milk does give a water stain. So if you ever accidentally delete water from your world using, like, you know, because we were doing fungal shifts, so we accidentally deleted it. We use the milk as like a backup water. You can even see whenever I spray some of the milk like this, you'll notice that the wet stain goes up, which then helps me from, you know, not getting poisoned and whatever else we need to avoid. Just keep moving down. Oh yeah, I'll use this time to go and get the deer set up. Because there is an old Reddit post where they use the deer doing pretty much exactly what we're looking to do today. And it is pretty funny, so I like it. I'm going to do the same thing. Ready to shift? Oh shit, thank you. Dropping the fungus high up in the air so that we can get a good, healthy fungus supply. This should be our last throwaway shift that we have to do. And then after that, we get some exciting ones. Shmeek is looking to trade for today's cosmetic if anybody's got the hookup. There we go. Summon deer. Do you still do Noita together? No, it's been a while since I did Noita together. But Snack, who's in our chat right now, does regular Noita together weekend. I think every other weekend they do like a Noita together session. But one day we may return. Maybe one day. Don't say Sadge. Don't guilt me. Don't you dare. Did you not like it after a while? No, we started to have errors was our problem because we just, you know, people kept making upgrades to Noita together, making it, you know, more and more possibilities, which was really cool and exciting. Kept it fresh. And eventually our lobby size was actually boosted to be able to have 120 players. So a lot of the weekends that we would play, we'd have 120 people all playing Noita together, which was pretty wild. But eventually we started to have errors in our Noita together. And it got so bad to the point that we couldn't troubleshoot the errors. We didn't know where they were coming from. And this would cause our runs to end. So we'd be playing for like 30 minutes and the run would just close. Like it would just, everybody's run would end. And this happened many times. So eventually I said, you know what, till one day that we balance this out and get it fixed and all that, we'll have to put it, you know, Noita together aside for now. And I don't have any free time to attempt to fix anything because first off, I'm a garbage programmer anyways, but I don't have the free time to learn it because I'm trying to do DunkBot 2.0 stuff. So I've told chat that one day we'll return, but it has to be one day when I have some more free time. So you have errors, but Snek doesn't. Yeah, so the errors that seems to be for larger lobbies. And that's what makes things tricky, because we don't know if it's people, you know, clearly manipulating data, or like doing stuff in such a way that's causing the lobby to bug out. We don't know if it's somebody just literally intentionally sabotaging the lobbies. There's nothing in place to troubleshoot that stuff, and that's where the issue lies. Imagine you have a community member that's literally like, my whole goal is to make the lobby crash and bug out and whatever. We don't have anything in place to let us know. It just happens. And we're just like, well, go again. And then we go again, and then it goes for a while, and then it crashes. Well, go again. So eventually it was like, you know what, guys? This doesn't make any sense to keep doing. Like, we were just bashing our head into a wall and just being like, load again. Yeah, it literally happened 3 times in one day. It happened many times prior to that. Sounds like nonstop. It may have been nonstop. Was doing a little bit of trolling. But the point is, even if it was just this one person, obviously there's a flaw in that we should have a way to know who's doing the trolling, or we shouldn't be so vulnerable that like the entire stream for like 5 hours can be derailed because one person is like, this is hilarious. It's like, oh, it's just, you know, 100+ people waste 5 hours. It was a bit silly. I guess we just move forward. I'll create the infinite gold area probably next to the dragon. Seems like a good area to do it. A little bit of gold dust. Are people saying it's time to fungal shift again? I heard some consumes. Thank you guys. So this consume is an important one because show shifts. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 6 shifts. The last one was snow to poison. Make sure that it is up to date. Yeah, 6. So that means that we are number 7. Water, brine, chili water turning into oil. So water, brine, chili water will turn into oil. Weebs. So that means this would turn into oil. Well, not the same. But instead, we're going to hold milk. That's what we want. Chat, why are you the way that you are? Oh, let me create a pocket over here. Okay. So currently, if we put this water trail on our music notes and stuff and we fire it, you'll notice that it actually gives off sand. But what's happening is it's giving off poison, and then the poison gives off sand, which slowly like overtakes it. So we don't want this water to be poison anymore. We want it to be milk. So the next shift is going to be water, brine, chili water into oil, unless I hold the material. Instead, it will turn into the held material. So let's do this. Fungus down. Then we eat the fungus. We have to pass 180 seconds. And then we hold out the milk. And it says milk. So our regular milk stayed the same. And anywhere that, so we have this water trail. If we shoot it now, instead of giving off poison like it was earlier, now it's giving off milk, which is what we're wanting. Then we put down the deer, and we put down the water trail, which is now a milk trail apparently. And we will test it out on our little friend. If we summon in this deer, like so.
Only pussies use milk. Actual god gamers wet themselves with mimicium.
Alright. So he drowned himself in his own milk. This part is good. But what we have it for is now we can mix it with the molten gold. And when molten gold comes in contact with the milk, you'll notice that it actually solidifies. Oops.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched
Oh, fuck. I just solidified my whole flask. I gotta go make some more molten gold real quick. BRB. Need to make some more. I accidentally got milk in the flask. But yes, as you can see, milk makes... Oops. Makes the molten gold turn into solid gold. That was what I was trying to show until I slipped up. And our next shift is going to be Toxic, poison, ominous, and a pea soup. That's fine. It's a throwaway shift. And number 9 will be the big moment that we've been kind of waiting on here. We can set things up. Molten gold burns you, right? If you have fire immunity, does it still hurt? No, like you can actually swim in molten gold. Wait. Yeah, it does try to burn you, but if you're fire immune, it doesn't... It's not like lava, right? Lava, it'll hurt you even when you have fire immunity. Molten gold doesn't hurt you. You can swim in it when you have the fire immunity. I believe is how it goes. Hey bro, good morning. I watched your YouTube video on the Power Words Challenge and it was hilarious. Thank you, Gandhi, for checking it out. There's a lot of pain and suffering in those videos. My soul dies every time I play Power Words, but my last time that I played, I did beat it, just so you know. Just so you know, it was a success. We've done 7. I think we are ready for a shift now. And this is the last throwaway shift, thank God. You almost won once and it was hype. Haven't finished the video. I don't know which video you've seen. I hope it's the one. I hope so. What's the number next to you? Is that your IQ? I mean, that's a common misconception, Rafi. I get it. A lot of people, yeah, I usually see that. They're like, clearly. Must be his IQ, but no, that's the sub number. That's the amount of subscribers currently in the community. Also, what the hell kind of brain would you have if that's your IQ? Fucking just pouring out of your skull.
Oh, I really wish...
It's how old he is. Ban that guy. Mod, stab that guy. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go prep our area for the perpetual gold machine. It's so funny, we've had like really OP stuff this entire run, yet we haven't even been to a lot of like the early games. So we're like, oh, we're just now getting to the jungle. Let's see what the jungle has. Wow. There's hearts and enemies. How many hairs you have left? What? It's kind of a crazy wand. All right, I need probably gonna need some ideas for cool designs. Cool designs for how we're gonna have the gold and the milk kind of colliding to create the gold. My first design is probably gonna be too sloppy. We may have to end up just like, you know, redoing it here in a bit. But I gotta test stuff out at least. So we'll grab this guy, and we will say, hey, deer, and the deer, we put the water trail, which is the milk trail. Okay, so by doing that, there is at least a sealed up gap. So whenever I'm testing things, we can at least keep it contained. Oh, I forgot I can't get in there once I guess we'll have to cut a small gap. Which should allow teleports through, yep. And then the same goes here. We will cut a small gap. Okay, and if we put this deer in here, like so. Okay, he's gonna piss way too much. In fact, I think he just eventually dies. Okay. Alright, let's go do our shift and then we'll decide on what we're gonna do from there. That also reminds me, because the molten lava is gonna be kind of tricky too. Because the molten lava will definitely kill that deer. May have to involve some rocks. Here, this should be our final shift. Yeah, we could do a fish. Fish may work, actually, but that doesn't solve our other problem with the molten gold, which I gotta hold this when I do this, so I eat this. Hold this. Alright. Which then I swap this here. How does this look on the deer? Alright, put it on them. That one actually could work. Cast it on some milk. Yeah, let's see. I mean, he is pissing out gold. As you can see, whenever the molten gold, which looks very fiery, I know it just looks like fire, but it's actually molten gold. When that comes in contact with the milk, it does make the gold dust. That part's good. What happens if you put both trails in the same deer? I mean, it kind of was doing something. he was doing his best to stay alive. Why wouldn't rock work? Rock could, I think, also should work. I haven't found a rock yet, though. Let me see if I can snag one up real quick. Oh my goodness. I forgot to check the perks in the last mountain too. Oh no, wait, no, I think they were all just kind of like, eh. I do like the explosion immunity. Oh! Thank God that thing was there to get polyed. I don't see a lifetime component on the deer, so if you heal and make sure it doesn't collide, it should live forever too, right? I think the deer can live forever. Pretty sure. That's why I was creating little isolation chambers for them until, well, we ran into some issues. Oh my God. Eat that polymage corpse. Too many polymages around these parts. They're freaking me out, man. Alright, got anything good? Another add mana, shocker. Nope. Yeah, nope. Is correct. Wait, will that work there? Yep. So now we have to keep them from getting hurt. Apparently, he is gonna burn. Yeah, if we grab the freeze charge, do you think that cancels out? I know where one is. By the way, this isn't necessarily going to be our finalized one. I'm just trying to trial and error some strategies. Homing, healing wisp. It may come to that. We'll see. Oh, the freeze. Is he suffocating there, or is that fire damage? Now he is getting hurt still. The fire's still burning him. Yeah, the rock may be the way. Yeah, we'll definitely raise up the roof, but the suffocation wasn't the problem. He was taking fire damage before the suffocation. Suffocation is one that is an issue. But first I gotta deal with the fire damage problems, and then we worry about the rest. There's an always cast Circle of Stillness, which maybe could help, but the problem is I don't know how I'd make that infinite. Oh wait, if you just put it on that like this. Okay, doesn't seem to do anything. Well, it's making a bit of gold. There's no doubt about that. Is it bet one? No, we haven't made an infinite one. I want one that where it's like, I'm not having to upkeep it. You don't want to have to be like, oh, the deer died, summon another one. Oh, this happened. It should be like where they're both sitting, and I can just sit like this, and the gold, it will just, you know, pile. Why not just use a healing field? I only have a healing bolt. We don't have a healing field available to us. So that is complicating things a little bit. Rain cloud, even then the rain cloud will time out eventually. The deer will not expire. That's why we're trying to make the deer or something that is around forever work. Which is why chat is suggesting the rock stuff. Because then maybe it would be way less annoying. How hard would it be to make a circle spell permanent? Pretty hard, because you can't make the circle spell itself directly permanent. They have like a thing that doesn't allow that. All the static projectiles can't be made permanent, but you could put them inside a permanent spell, like I don't know, a spark trigger that then fires off a circle spell, if that makes sense. You do it indirectly, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Looking for the rock spell. May just be easier to go to a parallel world at this point. There's a deadly heal. It's kind of interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh, the crystal could actually work. Yeah, the fire damage element I'm kind of curious of too, Latali. It seems like it would probably damage it. But I guess we could try if we don't find that damn rock. Okay, Dunk, you can mute that sound now. Don't worry. You will get the last laugh as they type in the chat. Hold up! Why isn't this working? Did you type exclamation mark Magikarp recently? Yeah? Well, there you go. You were on the list. Imagine a list of degenerates that the degenerates themselves filled it out for you. Like, write your name down if you're a pain in the ass. And they're like, nah, right here. You're looking at him. Exactly. Thank you, Indoor Cat. Thank you. Try the dormant crystal. Yeah, that's my plan. I have it on me. I'm kind of, as I'm exploring back up, I'm checking. What's the difference here? If everyone using the sound gets punished, just remove it and stop baiting. I mean, I think you're misunderstanding a fundamental problem. And it's that the moment you do that, you set precedence to be like, any sound you don't like, just play it repeatedly. Be as obnoxious as possible, and then he'll eventually remove it. And then choose another sound and go and be as obnoxious as possible. And continually do this. It's like, well, why not just make it where the obnoxious person isn't able to do anything? And let the other people who are being like normal be able to do whatever the hell they want. Actual consequences for being a troll in the stream, I'll believe it when I see it. Dunkbot 2.0, man. It is taking damage.
Parallel World 1 has a rock wand in the last holy mountain.
We may have to go to the East World because this is slowly dying. I was hoping that was going to be the method. That'd have made it really simple. There's a ton of ways to go about this. We just chose one that is a little bit janky, so we're having to come up with some funky ways to make it work. Boom.
I am looking forward to the DunkBot 2.0 social credit score system analog to the one in China, comrade. Hopefully donation messages will still be exempt from monitoring, as they should be in a proper capitalistic communism system.
These fucking guys. There's the rocks. Okay. Alright. Hopefully this will be what we need. What happens if you do one of each? It gets buried really quickly. So we probably need to have it drop down. Kind of nice though, if it ever gets backed up, it like on its own, it like kind of takes care of the problem. Morokin, thank you for the 18-monther, looking mighty young and hairy today. What? Thank you, Morokin. I think. I'm scared. Mighty young and hairy. Oh wow, that actually... Hold up. Let's try it like this, maybe? Wait, what? It idles so quick. It idles super quick. If it idles, then something has to move it to get that milk going. Floating arc? An interesting idea. Well, that was weird. Huh. It really wants to go up. Like, it's convinced it's going up. Is the milk upwarping? That's a great question.
Were you one of those guys who bought a pet rock and were then disappointed when you realized it actually was just a rock idling around?
Did you use orbiting arc to make it move in a circle? Maybe. The problem with orbiting arc is it tends to go off of the cursor placement. There's some weird behavior out of it. Yeah, ping pong. Well, I'm just disappointed with that damn rock. I'm like back to trying to theorycraft with the deer in my head. The deer worked perfectly. The problem was that the deer would die. So if I can come up with a way to keep that damn... Oh my gosh, keep that deer alive. Dude, I'm taking some serious damage in here. If I can keep the deer alive, then we'll be set. We had a circle of buoyancy as well. You gotta remember, again, you gotta think infinite. Circle of buoyancy is not infinite. Like a lot of the ideas, the problem is not that they don't work, it's that they don't work infinitely. With the ambrosia effect, enemy from the lab were... Ooh, see? Apocalyptic is cooking. I think you may be right. And then you could swap them nearby into like a cage, and then hold them next to the deer. Let's try that out. I want to see that for myself. That is kind of a unique idea for our problem right now. This guy right there. Okay, he is there. So then we're going to do is bring in the deer. And let's see if he protects them. That would be awesome. Hello, dude. Wait, is that his? He didn't die there, did he? Oh, no, he's right there. Perfect. What? Wait, dude. You sick son of a bitch. That was a great idea, though. That was a great idea. Alright. We gotta start thinking of possible solutions. A black hole wisp. The problem is I think they'll eventually get stuck at a certain point, so then they'll go back to being stagnant. Like, it will help keep them stirred up for a moment, but I don't know if you can keep them infinitely stirred. You know what I mean? I think it'll be like, ooh, it's working, it's working. They get caught on like a wall or some shit. The deer is the way. It's just how we keep that damn deer alive. If I have ambrosia, like so, and I have the deer in the ambrosia. Wait, how much can he swim in it? Yeah, the gold's gonna displace that ambrosia. That is for sure. Let's just go to the parallel world and then I can fix it over there. So my thinking is, if we had them contained in a small area of ambrosia, does the liquid that's being created go on top or below it? Well, the dust is going to go below it for sure. Ow, that hurt. The gold dust will try to go below it. But what about the other liquids? I'm not sure on that. Yeah, Healing Bolt Wisp does work, I think. That's the only solution I can think of as well. But I'm like, oh, do I really want to have to go down that road? But at this point, it probably would have been faster. It's a 1 reduce, though. It's not really too much. 1 reduce, 1 boomerang, some shit like that. Actually, no. Heal Bolt, Deadly Heal is the 1 reduce. Ruh-roh. 1 reduce, Deadly Heal. We put 2 piercings on that. That wouldn't be too bad. Put boomerang. Not boomerang. Put homing. Wait. I can't remember if homing actually works on your own deer. That would be the whole... Would be all dependent on that. I don't think it does. Yeah, we already passed a Deadly Heal, that's for sure. True Orbit. I think True Orbit adds a set lifetime, if I remember correctly, right? Is it True? No, not True Orbit. Oh yeah, it is True Orbit. So if we did plus 80, we would have to find a way to do to minus 80. Yeah, see the black hole, honestly, these are probably the easiest at this point. We would just have to get them so that they don't run off, which is kind of annoying. Because then you don't have to worry about anything like a creature dying or anything. You're literally just attaching an arc to a black hole that will sit there forever. Have I seen any reduces today? That's the real question. Chat, do you guys remember seeing any today that I've passed? I don't think I have. Then again, I wasn't searching for it, so it wouldn't be that far-fetched to think that I did. Yeah, one thing I'm focusing on, turning a black hole or just creating something into a wisp, because we've been dragging this one on for too long. I'm super disappointed, though, that my shift was killing the deer. I'm trying to think what I would do next time to avoid... I mean... There's gotta be something that we could do to keep that damn deer alive. Could have them like peeing out mimicium, I guess, onto it, which somebody had suggested. So have the mimicium get poured out of the deer, which then hits the molten gold, which then overflows. Actually, I think that may be the exact one that Redditor did, was the mimicium method. I feel like that was a strategy I've seen before. No need to offend them, calling them a Redditor. It was posted on Reddit. The chat, because I remember chat shared it with me. It was a cool build. I liked it. Thing is, I also need like a decelerate and shit, I don't even know what else. Okay, wait. Reduce is not on the summon Taikasova though. What is on the summon Taikasova that we can use? True Orbit is. There's the decelerates. The decelerate. Divide by 2, reduce. Yeah, that's all we need. We just need one reduce and we're set. Nice ad block, bro. Don't cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. You didn't see that. I don't condone that. So, first off, we need to find. Actually, can I even hold on? Do we have anything to? God damn it. Rock. Oh, there we go. I know, amazing, right? How do I do it? Decelerate. That's the name of the game right here. I'm gonna grab quite a few of these. I think this will be the right amount for the decelerate. So the decelerate is to make sure that the black hole does not move. We can even, oops, we can even test it out. If I shoot a black hole like this, what does it do? Perfect. That's excellent. Alright. And so then the idea would be that you get something on it like this, and then we'll shoot it, and it should just kind of chill there, spewing out whatever. And we could combine them into two, into one. Actually, it seemed like the ratio was kind of off on that. What the hell? We'll see. Alright, we were looking for... What were we looking for? Chain spells. Bring on the chain spell. Normally I can do this quicker because what I do is oh, there it was, I found it. I do it outside the mountain, but the problem is I can't leave outside the holy mountain since I don't have the ability to edit. So if I find the perfect spot like what we have right now, then I can't edit the wands if I'm not standing in a mountain at the time. As long as I don't move, I can always get the... Oh my god, I keep skipping that one. I can always get this to make its return. Number 2. Let's test this out first. Okay, that's... Okay, there it is. So we are able to make a wisp with it. It is real. So then... I need more ad monos on this thing. I don't know how many decelerates are necessary. Alright. Milk online. What the hell? What the fuck? He's like, it's fucking just drowning in milk. The fuck? that dude loves milk. What, this guy, he's also, they're just sucked to it, man. Literally me. Got milk? Oh wow, that made that second one really quickly. Oh shit! Alright. Ideally we'd have this in a much more beautiful setup, but well, beauty has not been a priority right now. I'm gonna take one of these off, so I don't want to make any more wisps accidentally. But I do want to dig down the center of this so that it frees up some space. So, if I'm looking at this correctly, it looks like it makes way more milk than, You know what I mean? Like, you get way more milk than you do get molten gold. And I think that's because of a previous fungal shift has changed one of the other materials, which is making the molten gold kind of a little bit janky. But it does work. It does work. It's an infinite gold machine, like where you can literally sit here forever. Yeah, we could add a second fire to try to even out the ratios a bit more. Let's bring this one back, and acid was the molten fire, correct? Only a 6% chance each time you fire it that it will make the correct one. Because projectiles have random variance in their lifetime, and we're needing it to land on a very specific lifetime to get the result that we want. Damn, that one just fucking took off. There we go. Definitely be easy to drown here. You'd have to get like breathless to make sure that that doesn't happen. Assuming there's quite a bit down here too. Oh yeah. No, not breastless. You think some what? Breastless? Now I know you're just hearing what you want to hear. The idea, for anybody who's curious, it's pretty simple. All we did is we took regular gold dust and you melted it down with lava, making molten gold, which is this liquid right there. And then with the molten gold, once it's been liquefied, if you can re-solidify it, it turns back into gold dust. So you may say, well, why not just why go through the whole process of melting it? Just have to re-solidify it. Is because in Noita they actually created something called a greed shift, and if you ever try to shift gold dust, the game is like, whoa, 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 you're being one greedy little bastard. You cannot shift gold away. That's too OP. I don't know what the devs. It could be for lore reasons, but the idea is they said, hey, you cannot shift. You cannot do fungal shifts with like. You can't say, oh, I want all the water in my world turning into gold. Now there's a small chance that it can work, but it's a very, very small percent chance. I forget. Does anybody remember the exact percent? I don't know. What happened to chat? They got brain damage, I think. A 1 in 1,000? Is that it? 1 in 1,000? So it's a very small chance that the game will allow you to actually shift water into gold. Because instead they'll say, no, 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 you're being too greedy. It doesn't work. So what you do, though, to get around that rule of the game saying, hey, you're being greedy, is literally just melt the gold from regular gold dust into molten gold, and now you can shift with that all the time. It's not looked at as a greed shift. It's like, oh, that's not gold, that's molten gold. Very different material from regular gold. So you melt it down, get around the greed shift so that you can do whatever you want. So in our case, we turned acid in our world, we turned it into molten gold. So we're anywhere that there should be acid, instead we get that right there. And then once I did that, we just needed to pour a liquid on that could solidify it. Water is usually the safe bet. Water's easy to work with. But because of the fungal shifts that we did today, all of our water turned into other stuff. So eventually we purposely shifted our water into milk, because milk works like water. Whenever milk comes in contact with the fiery gold, the molten gold, it solidifies it and it makes the gold dust, which is what allows us to kind of just sit here and make a mountain of gold. But yeah, there you go. This will actually run forever. It never stops.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy right now.
Yes, this is a little bit of money laundering in the Noita world. Make both black holes move in the same pace, milk above and gold below, so it moves around the world and covers it with gold. What kind of craziness are you trying to set up there? So you want them to not be a stagnant black hole. You want them to move together, but also creating gold. Too crazy. All right, let's get ready for the final shop of the day. We had a ton of fun here. We goofed around. It's time to kill the final boss. But yeah, sorry it took a while to get this setup going. I definitely want we'll brainstorm. I think there's some more possibilities. Latali was giving us some alternative ways we could go about creating this. But yeah, there's some really cool ones out there. I think that if I spent more time cooking it up, I'm sure we can come up with it. All right. Well, you guys have seen enough. You guys get the idea. Let's go kill the boss in so we can do the final shop of the day. Sorry, I was gonna combine them, and I'm like, you know what? We'll just put it on our damage wand and pop off on the boss. How about that? Holy crap! There is a ton of milk. Then we jump in the portal. This takes us back to the main world. I literally don't think we reset the whole time. I kept saying, "Oh, I'm gonna reset. Oh, I'm gonna reset," and then I just never did. Our game has been laggy and crunchy the whole time, which is not the best way to fight the final boss, but here we are. Don't worry, the final boss isn't going to have much health. We only have 3 orbs. We were so focused on getting a method of farming infinite gold that I didn't even worry about other stuff. Definitely more fun to be had with this, though, using different techniques to farm infinite gold and goof around. Killing the boss with milk. Let's go. This chat is waiting. He peaced out. Do you see this? His brain is broken. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh my goodness. He did want that milk. There you go, chat. And because I see some of you guys were complaining, saying, hey, what the hell, man? We were waiting for shop. Oh, look at that. Oh, I thought I had a wisp. GG! Woo! Killing Kolmi with money shot? That was milk, damn it. This is an innocent, wholesome, family-friendly stream. Let me go ahead and lock in the win first. Not the shop. Don't freak out. It's going to be the win. I need to lock in the win so that I can get everything prepped while the shop is going on. So here it is, locking in the win. I won.
I won!
We did finish the perpetual gold machine. Wasn't quite as cool as I would hoped, but oh well. We'll come up with some cool shit in the future. The black hole method, not that it wasn't cool. I still think it's pretty neat, but it wasn't exactly like, oh my god, like, you know, it was like, you just made a wisp black hole and slapped a trail on that bad boy. Alright, I got the notepad open. I don't know why I was being kind of weird there for a bit. Holy moly! We got some believers on today's daily. They are stacked a mile high. Look at this shit. Look at this. Golden yeses everywhere, too. Not a single doubter losing a streak today. That's kind of insane. Infernal, congratulations on the golden yes sign. You two there. Brabula. And going out to Just Chris as well. And Stardust. And Rio. Damn, that was a ton of golden yes signs. You don't see that many that often these days. I feel like most people they're either too toxic that they never get a golden yes sign, or they've already earned it. It's good to see there's some people out there still grinding away for it. 7 streaks going out to Dodgy J, Infernal, Thomas Toomer, Electrobull, Trumpets, Rosteinen, B2K, Naros, It's New Killer, Prizzle, Nocturne, Joel, Alchemist, Demon Llama, The Looper, Tander, Peki, Syllable, Wabaton. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh my god. A Fast, Sevink, Cyan Rain, Muntface, Curnia, Force, Simple Banana, Steffi, Just Chris, Mr. Rakarol, Rimril, Joffe, Dom the Dinosaur, Seaman, Arctic, Virtual Butt, Quake. Dude, these are all 7 streaks. Even Stashless. Stashless, somehow I missed your name in there. I may have accidentally grabbed somebody else's. Uh-oh. Oh well. Hypnotoad, Stardust, the author of Confusion, Cocky, and Rio. Damn, if you remove the 7 streaks from that list, it just becomes, this is the list without the 7 streaks. Oh? Now I can be a doubter? No, Stardust, don't convert to the dark side, my friend. You'll regret it. Double 7 streaks going out to Juice 104 and Saccharomyces. Congratulations. 3 negative 7s in a row for TTV BC. That is a negative 21 streak. TTV, congratulations on your massively wrong prediction streak. And Blinks, though, is the only Giga Chad with a 28 prediction streak. That is 4 7 streaks in a row. Whew. I almost ran out of oxygen reading that out. Now, let's see. I want you to remember that I got a toxic no in like 1 week, and a golden yes took me almost a year. No, that's not accurate. I mean, it may be accurate in the fact that the timeline worked out that way. But if you're predicting no all the time, then of course you're not going to get a golden yes sign. You can't be like, oh, I predicted no for my first 500 bets, and for some reason I did not get a golden yes sign. It's like, what? How does that? No, it doesn't work that way. Can you rate Sneck? He's crashing out over a hard Silksong boss. He's crashing out hard over a Silksong boss, and he needs support. The only problem is I am a little resistant on the Silksong raids because I know that there are a lot of people. So Silksong is one of those games that is very like, no spoilers for some people, and so I every once in a while I think we've rated a couple, but I know that Sneck is in the ultra late game, so it makes me scared. I don't want to accidentally send somebody over to some spoilery stuff, you know. That's my only fear with that one. But don't worry, I'm sure Sneck will be back on that Noita grind soon, or whatever he'll want to play next, and we'll get plenty of chances to show him love. So let's just go ahead and raid La Siachi because I'm too tired to think anyways. Queuing up the raid right now. La Siachi's death. Make him show it on his stream. Tell him we want to see the death. That way I don't have to pull it up right now because I'm lazy. Thank you for hanging out, Trask. Nothing but love, man. You too there, Virtual Butt. Dice Addict, I see you. No, not bag pack. Backpack, like your back. Backpack. Or ! Inventory, I think also does the same exact command. I think both of them is the same. See, there you go, Dice. There you go. Ooh, Dice actually got some loots on him. I see you, Dice. Oh shit, he's all about the body layer. What the hell? This dude has like all body layer cosmetics. Somebody robbed that guy. He's swelthy. He's pretending to be a peasant, but he's swelthy. Chat, raid's about to go off. I'll see you guys in 15 hours. More Noita. Thank you for the amazing day. You guys are the best. Stay sweaty, stay awesome. And I'll see you tonight, Friday night, for some sweaty Noita. Most likely, sweaty Noita. Deuces.